Okay, everybody, we're here today to do a little shopping, and when I say we're here, we're at a store, which I'm not going to tell you the name of, but it rhymes with y'all smart. It's early in the mornings, hopefully we won't get a lot of traffic, people in the way, but we do. So what we're going to do is, we're going to start out, and we're going to pick two different items that are different brands. Sometimes they're going to be the same brand. And we're going to try to figure out what's going to be better for unit price, figure out which one is actually smarter for us to buy. Even if sometimes it means buying more that we maybe don't need immediately, we'll have it for the future. So we're going to start out with some butter. And we're going to start off with this first one here, which is this little country crock here, which if you look it says it's $2. And the size of it is it's a 15-ounce bin, whatever you want to call that, tub of butter. And then we're going to go right down to the same stuff, and this is a 45-ounce bin of the same kind of butter, and it costs $3.48. Okay, and I'm going to walk to the next place, but what you're going to do is you're going to use your calculators to divide out the cost by the number of ounces. Except for the smaller thing of butter, you're going to have to do that times 3 because you'd have to buy 3 of those for it to be the exact same amount as the bigger tub. So the $2 one, the smaller one, you'd have to buy 3 of. So that's that. Okay, so that's the first thing. So while you're calculating that and figuring out which one is a smarter buy, and once you do that, you're just going to check on it, and you're going to figure out how much money you actually save. We're going to come down here to our next item, which is going to be soda, and we're going to use Coke because that's my favorite, and I'm the one doing this, so that's why we're doing Coke. So Coca-Cola, we're going to pick Coke here, and we're going to look at some of the different sizes you can get here. So you can get this is a 6-pack of Coke, and each one of these is 17 ounces, almost 16.9 ounces. So about 17 ounces. So that's 85 ounces for $3. Okay. So you want to divide $2.98 by 85 for that. And then we're going to come up here, and we can buy a liter Coke, a big one up here, for just $1. And a liter is 67, almost 68 ounces. So that's for $1. So unit price wise, we're going to need to buy, let's see, if this is a total of about 85, we're going to do that twice just to get them close. So we're going to do the $2.98 twice, which is almost $6. So write down that's $5.96 for the 2 of them. And then up here, we've got these. We're going to have to buy this about 3 times to make it about the same. So we're going to buy 3 1-liter sodas, which are 67.6 ounces each. So that's about 200 or so. And the other one's not quite, but that's about as close as we can get. Okay, so we're going to figure out unit price for that and see how much we save by buying the 1-liter ones. Okay. Next, we're going down the chip aisle, which lots of choices. We're going to come down here to one of my favorites, which is Cheeto Puffs. I like my Cheetos. Okay. So, did I pass them? I did pass them. So, we're going to look here, and we've got a 9.5 ounce bag, and it's $1.98. So $1.98 for 9. Sorry, it's actually, I'll just say 9.5 ounces on here, so 9.5 ounces. But then we're going to come down here to a little bit cheaper brand, same thing, and this is a. There's the price down here for this one. It's 98 cents, and it's a 10-ounce bag, so it's a little bit less for the cost-wise. And it's a little bit more for as much as you get. So that's the next thing. And as I walk around, I have people looking at me, so it's a little awkward, but I can handle it. Oh, here we go. Next aisle, cereal. So if there's a time when you need to take a break here, just hit pause on the computer or whatever you're watching this on, and we're in the cereal aisle here, and we're going to come down here again to my favorite, which is the mini wheats. I like mini wheats. So we're going to actually compare buying a small box first, okay, and you don't have to write this part down. We're going to compare mini wheats to a different brand here in a second, but I'm going to choose, this is a, if you see, it's $3 right there, and that's for a 15-ounce box. Then you come down here, and for a 36-ounce box, which is 2 of those and a little more, okay, 36 ounces, this one up here was a little over 15, so I could buy 2 of those, and it would cost me $6. That would give me 30 ounces, okay? Then I come down here to the same exact product, and I get more than 30. I get 36 ounces, and it's only $4.60. So obviously, it'd be a smarter buy to buy this one. So we're going to compare this one now. So we got $4.58 for 36 ounces. Okay, so put that one down. Now we're going to come all the way back down here. All the way down to the same basic item, just with a different name and a different box. Frosted mini spooners, same exact thing. Box is the same size, but now it's only cost $3.50. So we're going to save a lot of money by doing this, by getting this one. So figure out that unit price and then how much you save doing that one. Okay, moving on. Let's see, mac and cheese. We're looking for mac and cheese now. Mac and cheese, aisle 10, mac and cheese. We all love mac and cheese, a nice easy meal, especially for those of us with kids. So we're gonna squeeze our way through here. Oops, excuse me. And we are gonna get 5 boxes of mac and cheese, because you never just buy one. So we're going to look at the Kraft mac and cheese, and as you see, it is $1.28 right there, and it is a 7.25 ounce box, so $1.28 for that. Then we're going to come down here, and the same mac and cheese, 68 cents for the same exact amount. So that's going to be our comparison for that, except we're going to buy 5 boxes. So whatever the total price is, you need to multiply both of those by 5. Okay. We're about halfway there. Going to the next aisle, excuse me.
I'm sorry, I was down there. I just walked in here.
Okay, we got 3 different things on this aisle we're going to do. First, we're going to start off with peanut butter, if I can find the right one. Okay, here we go. So we're going with Jif creamy peanut butter for $5.92, and that's a 40-ounce jar. And we're comparing that with the Great Value brand, same exact stuff, $3.98 for the same amount, 40 ounces. So there's that one. Next, we're going to come down here to the ketchup. And we're going to compare, if I remember, we're going to compare, let's see. Oh, the 64 ounce, here we go. We got Heinz ketchup for $3.98, and that's 64 ounces. So we're going to find the unit price per ounce for that. And then we're going to the 64 ounce of the Great Value tomato ketchup. $2.44 for the same exact amount, 64 ounces. Okay. And the last thing we're doing on this aisle, so we're going to get some treats. We're going to get some ding-dongs, cupcakes, whatever you want to call them. So we're going with 8. We're just going to do how much it is for each one of these in this one. So 8 cupcakes for $2.88. So So you're finding out the price per cupcake this time. That's still unit rate. And we're comparing it to these, which are the same exact thing. You still get 8, and it's $1.58 for those. So find the unit price for that. Okay, 2 more and we're done. So we're gonna get some ice cream, even though it's kind of warm today, so ice cream might be a good idea. We're gonna come all the way down this aisle. Okay, so we're gonna go for some Bluebell ice cream here, and we're gonna pick vanilla, and we're gonna see that a half a gallon is $6.58, and that is 2 quarts. So we're gonna actually find out the cost per quart, because the other one's a little bit different. It's 64 ounces. I tell you what, let's just go with the 64 ounces. So it's $6.58, and that's 64 ounces. Okay? And then we got all these other choices. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. But the best buy that we're gonna have is down here, which still vanilla ice cream, still gonna taste good. $2.08, and it's 1.75 quarts, which should be 48 ounces, I'm pretty sure. All right, how you doing? Go ahead. Actually, that's 54 ounces now that I think about it. 54, 52. Let me get the exact measurement here in a second. Oh, it's 56, sorry, 56 ounces. So they're pretty similar. We get a little more with the Bluebell, but we're gonna just go with a little bit less and save a little bit of money on that one, because we don't need a whole lot of ice cream. That kind of gets in the freezer sometimes. So, you doing? And the last thing that we're going to compare is a bag of potatoes. So what we're going to do is we're going to first look at a 5-pound bag of potatoes, which if we look right here, it's a 5-pound bag, which is $3.37. And then we're going to come over here, and we're going to get a 10-pound bag, which is twice as much. And you can do this one in pounds. So we get a 10-pound bag, and it's only going to be $4.57. 10 pounds right there. So we get twice as much for what, an extra $1.20? So which one would be a better buy? So when we compare this, you have to do this $3.37 twice, okay? And 5 pounds is the amount we're going with, so we're going to double the $3.37 to see how much you actually save. So now that after you've done all the work, you can now figure out with those, that's just 10 items. That's all we did was 10 items. And we're going to calculate which one was a better buy in each situation, and from there we can figure out how much money we actually saved. And that, again, that's only with doing that with 10 items. Imagine if you had to shop for 20 or 30 things and you did that every time. So just about everything that you buy at the store, there's a little bit of a cheaper brand, like especially like cereal and chips, things like that. The chips and cereal that you get, the lower brand is just the stuff they sweep off the floor that they've dropped, so it's not that bad. Actually, I'm just kidding, obviously, it's not. It's actually the same stuff. It's just that you're not paying for the box and the name of the company and all this, all the prettiness of the box. You're actually just paying for the same, just the basic box that has the different name on it. And that's actually going to save you a little bit of money, and it tastes, if not exactly the same, pretty darn close. So when you do that, if you ever go shopping with your parents, you can actually, point out that to them. I would think they know that, and they probably do that sometimes. But if they don't, it could help them. So we are done, and now you've probably figured out how much money you saved, and now we know a little bit more about unit rate and what a better buy is. All right, bye-bye.